Back from opening day. Gator, the reality of the baseball season that looms sets in after opening day. There's an excitement. There's always fun, but a weekend, the Tigers are 2-5. The party's over, and now it gets real. And we'll see what this season beholds, but your overall impressions of opening day.
I think, let's see. So I walked into the game, and unfortunately, I walked in by the time the game had already started. So I was upset with myself that I missed the opening pitch, the ceremonial pitch, because watching it on TV, that seemed awesome to have Nick Lidstrom, Calvin Johnson, and Ben Wallace out there throwing a first pitch, and they call out Miguel Cabrera to make it, the legends of all four sports there to do it, and that was incredible, a great moment. But once I got there, it was opening day. Crowds everywhere. They had the smells of the ballpark, which was great. But what really struck me was looking at the field. Now, I was there last Friday, and they were still under construction, trying to finish up these final touches on the outfield wall and all that. So that was still under construction. But looking at it, what struck me is the uniform height of the fence being, I think it's 7.5 feet. And seeing how it is uniform, it looks different, and it looks more approachable. And again, I keep talking about this. I think it's all psychological when it comes to the dimensions of the ballpark being just too much for our poor Tiger hitters. You look at it now, and again, it's just dropping the fence. It's not moving it in. You move it in from center field 10 feet, whoop-de-doo, 10 feet. But in the outfield, it's just dropping it. But it makes a world of difference psychologically from the eyeball test when you look out there, particularly in right center field, when you had the wall that was twice as high, right? And the wall is still there, but now you go down and you see the fence is at 7.5 feet. So it just, I think from an eyeball test and psychologically, it feels like things are much more approachable when it comes to hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You get to see there's that little dog run area. It's a 10-foot space between the 412 wall and the old 422 wall in center field. It's kind of funny to look at it, but it is what it is. I kind of like that. I like seeing all that. And I think it will bring about some more excitement when it comes to defensive efforts to try to stop the ball from going over the fence for a home run. And, of course, it may provide some more home runs to begin with.
This is the third major change to the perimeter of the outfield. If you remember the initial with the two-tiered bullpen in right.
Oh, yeah.
They moved the bullpen to left. They pulled that fence in. Now they've pulled the center field fence in. They've dropped the height of the fences. If you scrapped all that and went back to what it looked like in the beginning, I think the stark difference of these changes that have been made, which have kind of been slow, would be shocking.
I think you're dead on, because it's that wall in left field where it was, I think it was 396 in the alley when the ballpark first opened up, was so daunting. When we look now, there's the bullpen out there. Take the bullpen out. That wall is the original wall. I mean, think about that. That's a good 30 feet, 25 feet difference or whatever it is out there. Mm-hmm. It's a major difference to fit two bullpens out there now where there was none before. Yeah, it's a big difference. And we were told it was all about defense and pitching, defense, speed, and pitching. That's what it built the ballpark for. And they drafted all these pitchers and didn't really apply the speed or defensive part to it to build the team. And, it didn't last long. What was it, the 3 or 4 years before they moved that fence in? But, yeah, it's stark contrast.